Oof. Man, my battery getting a little low. Let's see. Just getting a little set up here. All right. Let's see. What's good, Simplex guy, man? Nothing much. And yourself, bro? I've just been chilling, you know. Hope you're having a good New Year's Eve. Go and let people join here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me good. Let's see. I'm debating on doing a sound off, but if I do, it's probably not going to be large at all. Because just over the years, as I've just gotten older, it's just been the pain to just set up all the alarms up and then having to clean up afterwards. It's just not really worth it, in my opinion, to be honest with you. So if I do a sound off, probably just gonna be a little bit small. I'm probably thinking about if I do, probably think about just my Amsico motor, all my Amsico motor horn strobes. Like I said, nothing too drastic or anything like that, but who knows? But what's up, Ben? What's up, Miracom? So I kind of want to get on here today. Just kind of wait a little bit, but I kind of want to talk about the channel a little bit in the direction that it may go in 2024. Um, just kind of want some of you guys' inputs on. Yes, on and off sort of died over years ago. Yeah, not what it used to be. Yeah, I definitely get that, man, and it's understandable because, like I said, especially with when you have a lot of alarms, like over 50 alarms, over 75, especially over 100. Yeah, that it gets taxing for sure. So, what's up, Vince's Clock? Oh, that's what's up. The poll stations at your school were replaced by Americom T bars. That's what's up. That's cool. Um, Let me see if I can send. Don't mind me looking down, kind of on my phone, trying to get the word out that I'm live, and so. But I am still paying attention to you guys, so kind of want to. I got 3 viewers right now. Let's see. It doesn't say. So. Let's see. But oh shoot, I gotta disable my notifications for here, so it doesn't keep blocking my chat. There we go. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, probably a couple more minutes, and then kind of want to start talking about the channel. Like I mentioned earlier, kind of want to talk about, get you guys' input on uh what you guys would like to see on the channel for this upcoming year, 2024. Just kind of trying to make improvements. Um, I just have some things I wanted to express, kind of get off my chest a little bit. Um, so, but so and then let's go on Discord. Let's see, two viewers. So, all right, it's if viewers come, they come. So, um, probably not. Can't wait for the New Year's sound off. Yeah, like I said, that's if I'm doing one. Like I said, I'm kind of still iffy about that. Um, but like I said, if I do one, it's not going to be large. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. Just got a couple of viewers here. Um, but that's fine. Hopefully, more will come here soon. So, yeah, guys. So I just kind of want to jump on here real quick. Like I said, it's a Q and A, so feel free to ask any questions as I go along here. Um, and so, but anyways, so kind of want to just you should try to post lives prior to streaming next time. Yeah, it was kind of last minute thing. To be honest with you, it's just kind of just was thinking about doing a live. Just a couple of minutes ago, and I was like, yeah. So I know it kind of looks kind of unprofessional. Me looking down, trying to get the word out. Trying to send links everywhere. Um, and so yeah, I definitely understand that. So and yes, definitely heavy emphasis on the appropriate. Uh, make sure they're clean. Not out of the ordinary, nothing absurd. Just keep it clean. I don't mind if there's cuss words in it or anything like that, but just try to keep it relatively clean. But anyway, so I just want to talk about the channel a little bit, so and kind of express my feelings about the channel. And let me just say that lately, I've just kind of been a little bit unsatisfied. And let me just go ahead and explain on that uh, heavier. Uh, it's just that, and I guess you could kind of say is kind of this is kind of like has something to do with kind of like jealousy. I don't know about jealousy, but I kind of go around and just see, watch all these other fire alarm channels, and they're doing really well. They can drop a video the same day and get 1,000 views in the same day. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, let's keep it real. They definitely deserve it. They definitely post better content and things like that. But I guess you can say I'm kind of getting discouraged by the fact that just looking at other channels and seeing the content they post, and and getting the views, and you go to my channel and it's kind of like, I still have, I have over 2,000 subscribers, and but yet I'm only getting only a few hundred views here and there. For the past 8 videos, my view count kind of been relatively low, and under 1,000. That AMSCO mini system test I did with the EMSCO FSL1s. Um, those weird looking EMSCO horn strobes that sound like birds that people will say. Um, that's the most recent test that got over 1,000 views. And so, but since then, and that's been like, I think over 2 to 3 months ago. And so, since then, it's kind of just been 300 here, 400 there. Um, the system test with the Edwards integrities got about like 800 views on it. Not bad, but not great either. Like I said, most of my other like requested system tests been well over 1,000 views, and and let's talk about that. It's very apparent that you guys definitely love the main system, the 4,000 or the 4010, uh, because obviously it's the biggest, it's the one that covers most of the areas upstairs. It's kind of just not like a demo type setup. It's not like the 5ED where everything is on the same wall. So I can understand, why the 4010 is way more entertaining, and that's probably why that, um, you know, uh, most of the views are with the 4010. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, the size systems, the 4004, the 5ED, even the 4005 for the garage system, you know, they're just not pulling as much views as I would like, especially compared to the the 4010, like I said. But just overall, just recently, I just haven't been satisfied with the views, and I just kind of want to change that for 2024. um what should I do to pull more people in, or pull people like yourself? Like, what would you like to see on this channel? What pulls you in to my channel? What content do you like to see? And speaking about content, I also want to clarify this as well, that what's up, Jimmy? I want to clarify this as well, that I kind of also think about discarding unboxing videos, because out of everything that I probably do on this channel, the unboxing videos get the least traction. It kind of depends on the device that I'm unboxing. Some have done better than others, but most of them just haven't been doing very good. That's what's up. What alarms are you setting up for New Year's, for your New Year's sound off, if you mind me asking? Oh, you have it uploaded. Okay, okay, I definitely will check it out. Um, so that's that. So for 2024, that's probably one change I might do, is maybe get rid of unboxing videos as a whole, and just maybe showcase the devices in the system test, because obviously you guys know that, you know thank you, I really appreciate your kind words. um what I was saying. um Oh yeah, so for 2024, I'm kind of thinking about discarding unboxing videos, just because, like I said, they don't get much traction. Um, and it's kind of just like a waste of time to put in all that effort, setting up the camera, filming, editing. Like I said, that takes over an hour or two of my time, and just to get 200 views, 300 views, it's kind of just not worth it to me. So but let me know if you guys actually are a fan of the unboxing videos. The unboxing videos are more of a chance to showcase the device, maybe talk about a little bit of the history of it. You get to see the full 360 of the device, the front, the back, the sides, and kind of see the mechanism and all that stuff, kind of see the inner workings. Oh, you get an MS5UD. That's a great panel. Yeah, as you can see right there, I do have an MS5UD. So they're definitely great panels. Definitely great for collectors. They're very user friendly. They don't take, you don't need a degree, to operate one. So, like I said, MS5UD and also the 10UD. The MS10UD is a little bit better because it provides filtered DC power as opposed to the FWR power with the MS5UD. Um, but that's just my thing. But still, the MS5UD is still a great panel, nonetheless. Um, I appreciate you being a fan, and I thank you for your support, Miracom. I definitely appreciate that. Um, so, but yeah, so that's what I'm kind of thinking about as far as content is getting rid of unboxing videos. Because like I said, there's just not a lot of traction there. Um, so as far as the other systems go, um, for the 4010, I'm actually kind of thinking about maybe expanding the 4010 system a little bit. And this is gonna include the garage system as well. So I'm kind of thinking about taking interlinking the garage system with the 4010 system upstairs. Now I'm not actually going to interlink the panels. I'm thinking about just converting the garage system to fully addressable, or like addressable heat detectors, and then the IM detector or IM modules for conventional pull stations. The reason why is I don't want to have two panels. SafeTech has done a system like this where there's a 4001 and a 4005, if I'm not mistaken. Um, it works, but it's not entirely realistic to have two different panels operating two different areas, because like I said, you have to go back and forth. It doesn't really give you a clear description of what device went off of one panel, and then like I said, you still have to silence each panel. And so for just user friendliness, I think it's just easier to convert everything onto the 4010. So the 4010 controls both the main system upstairs and then also the downstairs. And so um I'm kind of thinking about that too, but that's gonna run me easily over $100. um he said, can you dab? There you go. um um it's gonna easily run me over $100. The wiring itself is, I'm planning on getting 18 for basically 18 gauge for conductor, 500 foot, and I certainly don't have to get 500 feet of it, but I'd rather have, overestimate and have more wire than to underestimate and have less wire and then me needing more wire. Um, oh, that's what's up. Um, so, um, So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking about the 4010. Combining, yeah, happy New Year's to you too. No worries. Go ahead and continue on building your New Year's sound off. And like I said, I'll probably check it out. Um and yeah, so um I gotta check my phone because I've been getting notifications. Let's see. Okay. So, um, but yeah, I just want to kind of come on here, and so yeah, that's one reason or one thing I'm kind of thinking about doing for 2024 is expanding the 4010. Now I haven't ran this by my mom yet, so that might just stop the whole process right there. I should probably talk to her about it and see how she feels about it. And also I kind of want to not only do the downs or not do. I also want to do the garage, but I also want to kind of do downstairs into the kitchen and dining area, and maybe even the the other side on the in the living room. I know that's gonna be hard to convince her to put alarms and devices down there. Because like I said, she's not really a heavy fan of having all these fire alarms everywhere and back boxes everywhere and all this PVC and all that type of stuff. And so I kind of, like I said, I'm kind of limited on what I can do. Um, but as far as that, um, you know, uh, let's see. Yeah, the chat is updated. Okay. But that's kind of what I plan to do and for 2024 is to expand my 4010 system. Hey Adam, expand my 4010 system, make it better, make it, improve improvements and things like that. Um and yeah, that's pretty much about the 4010. Like I said, excuse me, like I said, I'm not sure on when exactly I'm going to uh pursue like start the process. I definitely gonna have to get more money to to actually do that type of stuff. Um but let me close the door. I don't know if you guys hear the football game. Um hopefully I don't get copyrighted but for that. Um but So yeah, I just want to kind of just come on here and kind of chat with you guys for a little bit. I haven't done a live stream in a while. It's been a couple of years. And so, oh, you don't hear the game? Okay, good. So, um, yeah, it's good. So, but anyways, uh, but yeah, other than that, everything has been going good. Um, all the panels are doing good. Like I said, I had to put the batteries from the 4005 into 5ED because I got a little battery trouble a couple of weeks ago. Um, yeah, see, that's the thing though, Simplex guy is um yeah, definitely, you can definitely do a lot of relays and IMs and things like that to tie into the zones and all the relay, and then have a relay on the 4005, attached to attached to an IM, and that would trip to 4010, and so yeah, there's definitely is a way, but it's like I said, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense because, like I said, you're still dealing with two panels at the end of the day that controlling two different areas. And I just firmly believe that just having one panel control everything is a lot easier, especially for the user, than to have two panels and try to interlink them with using a bunch of IMs and relays. That's just my opinion. So, um, and you guys are probably thinking, well, why did you even get the 4005 then? Well, like I said, I got the 4005 just because it was cheap. You know, it was definitely a want and not a need. Um, you know, it was at a good price. And you know, I did my few videos on it, you know, and which I still probably need to upload a couple more videos of the garage system with the 4005 before, you know, I take it down and like I said, put everything on the 4010. Um, so, and what I'm gonna do with the 4005 is I'm probably gonna sell it. Like I said, I got what, one, two, three, my homemade panel for, you know, so like I got a lot of panels already, so I don't really need to keep another one around. So I'm probably just gonna sell it. Um, so, um, so yeah, there's that. But like I said, all the panels are doing good. Um, How much do I think it will sell for? Um, um, it's gonna be at least maybe 350. And like I said, I'm probably gonna have it as a bid, as an auction, so on eBay. And so it's probably the minimum bid is probably gonna be at least 300. Um, you know, so um that's probably, you know, like I don't, you know how bids are, you know, bids kind of, you know, the price kind of skyrockets, you know, as everyone gets competitive on the last day of the listing and things like that. And so I don't know how much it will actually go for, but at minimum I'm gonna at least try to sell it for like at least 300, 350. um I agree it's much more realistic to have everything on one system anyway. I feel like us veteran enthusiasts take more pride in more realistic systems and just look cleaner rather than random setup. Yeah, I feel that definitely. um you know, it definitely is a realistic factor just to have one everything on, you know, one panel. Like I said, it's not like a retrofit, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, this house never even came with anything commercial fire alarm related. Obviously, we have the smoke alarms, but that's about it. But so everything technically is grandfathered as it is already. But I mean, I don't even consider this 4010 system to be a life safety system. It's just more of a demonstration system that I can, you know, tinker with, you know, and make videos on. Um, I feel like the requested systems don't do as well as many don't have a theme, and many have reoccurring devices that are popular amongst enthusiasts. That too, the reoccurring devices is especially a thing. So especially, so let me talk about requested system tests, because a lot of people, that's what a lot of people are wondering, and you know, I still get requests on the 4010 and 4005 to this day. And like I said, as of right now, I am not accepting new requests for the 4010 nor the 4005. I never even open requests for the 4005. Um, so the requests are for the 4004 or the 5ED. Um, so those are still open. You still feel free to leave a request for the 4004 or 5ED as you like. Um, and also, guys, I will say this about the requested system test series, and like a simplex guy mentioned, um, I might start enforcing a rule in the next you know, wave of requested system tests of just the repetitive devices. Um, let's be fair. So I don't know if you guys see, but let's see. No, you don't. You see me. That's my TV. So I guess I can give you a little preview of the. So that's what I already actually have this film, as you guys I already. So actually, you guys haven't seen it yet because I haven't dropped it yet. But yeah, that's what I have on the 4004 as of right now. But recurring things. So the next mini system test after this literally is the same devices minus the pull station. So that's going to get swapped with a Chevron. Then that light plate is going to be on the bottom. And then the Gamewell 66849 it's gonna have a dual projector, and then I think the smoke detector is the same, which is a 2098 9201. So that's literally mini system test 29, because I think 28 is next. So it's literally basically the same devices, but yet just kind of, and also the coding option is going to be March time once again, and then code 3. So yeah, it's kind of like I said, the repetitiveness. Yes, there's a lot of repeats and things like that. So the next wave of system tests, I definitely request a system test. I definitely might start enforcing, rules of saying, hey, guy already requested these devices. Would you like to pick another device? So we don't see the same devices over and over, because it's always the same simplex devices, the same light plates, strobe plates, 29 the 2098 or 2901s, 9838s, and all that type of stuff. The Faraday 6020 and all that stuff. It's the same stuff. So I definitely agree with that simplex guy. And also, let's keep it real. Like I said, there is a lot of people that prefer professional and consistent setup. So they want all the devices matching. They don't want random devices everywhere. So that, the random devices everywhere um that don't mix with each other, it kind of makes it a turn off for some people or some viewers. And I understand that. So, like I said, we'll see where the system requested system test go series go from here. So, um, my uncle has an Arlo security system, security camera system. That's cool. I got my request last time since I think August. Yeah, like I said, um, these requests been over a year old, and like I said, I definitely apologize for getting to them so late. But like I said, over a year ago, I was still in college, and still had sports and things like that. I definitely have a lot more free time now, and I try to upload and get these mini system tests done, especially. Um, you know. Um, so yeah. Um, how many MTs do I have? So I have the LSM, I have the MCW, which is the multi-candela horizontal strobe. I have the MT4, which is basically a surface mount with the LS strobe. So not an LSM, but an LS. Um, and so that's three right there. And I have an AMT. So that AMT has like four sets of terminals on it. So it has like 8 terminals total. And it has three priorities, and each priority has a different set of tones. And so it's basically like you can use one priority for fire and the other priority for security. It's actually a pretty neat device. It's kind of like the AES, but just a lot modern, and a lot more. And also the AMTs have an exclusive tone that the other MTs don't, which is a vibrating chime tone. The other MTs don't have that tone, but that AMT does, which is pretty cool. What's up, Prism? Um, so what else is there to talk about? So the request. Um, oh yeah, so um, I want to go back to unboxing videos. I haven't gotten any new devices as of recently. Those SHGs. Um, my my cousin wants to know what your channel is about. It's about fire safety, and I gotta be back. My mom's calling me, so give me a second. Hello. All right, pardon for the interruption. My mom called me for a second. So, um, like I said, my channel is about fire safety. So, anything fire alarm related, basically just fire alarm devices and nothing else really. I know people ask me about security systems and like household smoke alarms, which is in the corner over here. Yeah, right there. I know there's communities for those things, but I just specify in fire alarms and like these especially. I'm not really into um any of the other stuff. Smoke alarms will always be smoke alarms. Uh security systems, like I said, they serve the same purpose. You can argue the same thing about fire alarm systems. She's calling me again. All right, my apologies once again. um but yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, I'll probably live stream maybe about for an hour. um But like I said, during this time, I kind of want to talk about things that I can improve on for 2024 for this channel. Do you guys have any recommendations things that you like to see on the channel? You know, what things are working for you, what things aren't working for you. I think one thing I'm gonna try to do for 2024 is maybe shorter videos. Because let's keep it a buck. It seems like this day and age, people just really just don't have the attention span to really watch maybe a 9 minute to 10 minute video. You know what I'm saying? People are here for one thing only, and that's for the alarms going off. Me pulling the pull station or activating a smoke detector, and that's fine and all. Until I get questions about why is this like that, or why is this like that, and things of that nature, and then to discover that I already covered that topic in the video. So, a little irritating. That's why I always walk you guys through. Um, yeah, I can show you the garage system here shortly. That's why I always walk you guys through things and why things are like this and why is that like that and things of that nature. So, I can hopefully, relieve some of those questions and, and so like I said, like how I wired the sync modules together or something like that, or, you know, how is this device syncing on this protocol and things of that nature. So or it'd be like do code 3. Well, yeah, I already did. If you watch the video, I did code 3 in the video. It's those type of comments that kind of annoy me, but it is what it is, and that's why I always talk a lot and show you guys everything in full glory before I start testing things, just to make sure everything is evident and clear. as day, and so I don't have the same questions popping up where it's already covered when it's already covered in the video. Um so yeah, that's that. Um Shorter videos and maybe me get cutting to the chase. So basically maybe getting setting off the system within um maybe only a minute after explaining things or things like some, it's just something that, is quick, and maybe also do more shorts. That's the thing that maybe that's popping a lot, or YouTube shorts, and because obviously it's off of like reels and TikToks and all that type of stuff. And so, YouTube Shorts is, no different. People can just chime in and just watch a quick, few second video and, call it a day. So maybe I'll do some more shorts and things like that. And so yeah, that's probably things I'll change for 2024 is maybe shorter videos, less talking, more action, more YouTube shorts. Um, I did try to do a different editing style. I don't know. I forgot which system requested system test this was, but this was a requested system test. That I tried to do different cuts and edits and different angles of the alarms. Um, I got pretty mixed reviews on that. Definitely because people say, um, you know, that type of filming style was kind of disorienting and kind of unorthodox, and the transitions weren't smooth. And once again, that was my only first time. That was my first time trying that style out. So you have to test the waters a little bit. But I mean, that video still got over, I think, over 2,000 views or something like that. Um, yeah. Yeah, shorts, even far long related ones, have been much more popular since they're quick to the point, and YouTube is good at pumping shorts into people's feeds. So they do get a lot of attention. Yeah, and yeah, that's absolutely true. And so hopefully doing by doing shorts, maybe my channel can get a little bit more traction. You know what I'm saying to you? And so I don't think, I don't want to say, hmm, I don't know. I feel like I'm just not as popping as I used to be. Um, because like I said, a lot of these newer channels, Fire Alarm Dude, 40, 50, 80, uh, Nick, Security Electric, if I'm not mistaken. You know, which all of them have way more better content, to be honest, to be fair, and way better systems than I do, that I can ever do. Especially as of right now, since I'm living in my mother's house. And so they absolutely deserve the views that they're getting. And that's kind of like part of the jealousy that I'm getting the jealousy from is, they being able to get over 1,000 views the same day as they post, and I'm over here and it takes me a month and a half just to get a K. Um, I know, I know back then, when I try to encourage people to make content, um, to don't worry about the views, just worry about yourself, just post for you, have a good time and things like that. But it's competitive, like everything else out here, like sports. It's This YouTube thing is competitive, man. And obviously, Far Long community, we have one thing, that brings us together. But like I said, just it's competitive. The content that people put out, they're trying to get the views, they're trying to get the money, and you can't blame them for it. And so like I said, it's, I don't want to say, I have bad systems. I don't think the 4010 is a bad system, and especially, according to you guys, it's relatively perfect as of right now, as despite, not having flush mount everything and I'm using PVC conduit instead of actual conduit. Um, you know, things like that, where you can go to, Fire Alarm Dude's channel, everything is well organized, everything, all the wires are through the wall, which, and using FPL and, everything is placed in organized fashion. I mean, mine are too, but, I don't have very just random alarms everywhere, but, I try to be realistic while being in budget, because like I said, being unemployed, I'm not no longer in college. And that's also one thing that's going to change in 2024 is me getting a job, obviously. And hopefully it's going to be fire alarm related. But, I'm on a budget, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, within my budget, I think, the 4010 system is a very well put together system. It's not, is, I'll definitely say is top 10 fire alarm systems in the fire alarm community as of right now. Um, so and hopefully it's not coming across as humble or me bragging or things like that. Like I said, I mentioned a few channels that are, you know, thing way above me. So so I definitely would know where my standings are. But you know, uh let's see, let me read some of these comments. I do prefer traditional videos in my opinion, but yeah, sometimes the overviews can get long and people don't stay as engaged. Yeah, like I said, it's that's what I'm saying. You know, uh, as I mentioned earlier, are you doing gotta do any voice evac stuff? Definitely. But I definitely going to have to get more speaker strobes. Um, you know, I think I showcased all of my speaker shows that I acquired over the years. Um, but like I said, I still have the Evax 100, as you guys can see over the 4010. Still got the Evax 100, and and I think I also done the all the tones for that system as well. So at this point, the Evax 100 is probably played out, and so I probably either need to make something of my own that's supervisable, because that's the thing about making it. That's the thing of making a homemade voice evac panel is, especially if you try to play everything by the books, and you should you got to make sure that all the speaker circuits are still supervised and things like that. I can pull it off on my I don't know you guys can see, but that's my homemade panel right there, which I'll probably demonstrate. Um, I actually have demonstrated that panel in my last year's or this year's, I guess, sound off, which was something different. But um, yeah, Nick Systems of Electric. Yeah, like I said, um, cool YouTuber, and like I said, his house fire alarm system. Oh my goodness. Holy man, that's like I said, that I definitely want to get to his level, man. That's just way more professional, and it actually looks legit, and and shout out to Nick, bro. It's just like that's what people really aspire to, really, just having systems like that, you know what I'm saying, and fire alarm dudes and things like that. Just having systems that or just look professional, and everything is matching. And so hopefully I will get there eventually by like I said, hopefully maybe fishing wires to the ceiling instead, so you don't see as much PVC. Um, yeah, I do know that he does live with his parents as well. But like I said, it doesn't not every family is gonna agree. Not every parent's gonna let you drill holes and cut uh big holes in the wall, especially to accommodate these single gang and double gang back boxes. That's 400, that's 4
by 4 inches of of a hole right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So um oh, what's up, Luna? Unfortunately, my L series stopped working. Not sure why. I was going to use it for a New Year's sound off, but of course it broke while I was wiring it up. How did it break exactly? Did it definitely simplex guy. I definitely feel that. Ah, um, like what broke on it? Like, did the strobe stop working? Did the horn stop working? Um, you know, um, the top panel, I believe, is the new Firelight ES 200X, which is overpriced. Yeah. I don't think I've heard many good things about the ES series. Um, I'm unsure. Like the horn it works, but after a few seconds it goes quiet. Maybe that's a power supply issue. Maybe maybe so. The thing with fire alarms is they're very sensitive to voltage, and so basically in the amp rating. So not people actually. Hold on, guys. Let me. I gotta take care of stuff real quick. All right, sorry about that, guys. Um, I got things to take care of. Family called me, and I had to break stuff inside the house. So, um, anyway, so you use 9 volts. So keep in mind that the L series um is a 12 or 24-volt device, and so oh, you knew. Oh, I didn't see the S. My fault. My fault. You do you use three 9-volt batteries in series? The thing with 9-volt batteries is 18 volts. I mean, that's sufficient. Um, so that's sufficient, but I'll be like I said, it's probably better if you were used to use a 20 set or a 27-volt setup by adding an extra 9-volt battery. But the thing with 9-volt batteries are they just don't last that long, and they just don't provide a lot of amperage. And so what people don't realize when they wire stuff is the amperage. Um, so obviously you got the voltage, which is like I said, in this day and age is usually just 24 volts DC. But with amperage, the thing is, um, no, you're good about the typos. Um, the thing is with amperage is, these devices pull current. You know what I'm saying? And so the power supply that you're using to power these devices with, have to have a sufficient amount of amperage in order to provide power to that device efficiently. And like I said, like Simplex guy said, I probably also invest in the power supply. Um, just a plug in, adapter, like an AC to DC adapter, plug in, that, goes from, 120 volt to maybe 24 volt or 120 volt to 12 volt. Um, but like I said, they're fairly inexpensive, and like I said, they do have relatively more amperage than your 9-volt batteries definitely do. I can definitely tell you that. Um, so and like I said, you don't have to replace it every now and then because, like I said, batteries they lose their juice over overuse. And the power supply you're not losing anything. And so I definitely start there with the power supply, making sure that it's not also getting a proper amount of voltage, but it's also providing the enough amperage to run that device efficiently. Um, like I said, I had this conversation with multiple people about you know just power supplies and voltage versus amperage and things like that. Um, it doesn't matter if it's 12 or 20 volts when it comes to modern electronic horns, as they will run out either. But 9-volt batteries just don't have enough power. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, 9 amp batteries are just not efficient or sufficient enough, especially with their amperage. So that's like I said, you know, like I said, get a power supply because they usually provide at least an amp, which is well enough for, you know, an L series. But if you start adding more devices, you're definitely gonna need a beefier power supply that like 3 amps, 5 amps, whatever the case may be, so you can run all of those devices efficiently. Because, like I said, the more devices you use, that's the more amperage it's gonna pull. That's the more current it's gonna pull. So, um, even like a 110 candela strobe, it's like 400 milliamps or something like that. So that's almost half an amp. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, so, and don't get me started on like 185 candela strobes. Like, I only have two wires, only have two, just my wires were shot. So I had to connect another one while I was adding a second device. Yeah,
also, like I said, you make sure you're using the proper wiring. And yeah, speaking about wiring, I touched on this in an enthusiast group on Instagram. Wiring is also important. I don't think people consider this. Um, but if you watched my New Year's sound off, I don't know how many years ago, was it 2018, 2019 sound off? Um, I got into a pickle where one of my wires disintegrated. Um, One of the jumpers I was using, those Arduino male to male breadboard connectors. That's what I was using to jump uh the pre-integrity to make it a two-wire device. Um, those wires disintegrated because um first of all, I jumped gauges. So I went from like a 18 gauge, and those wires are like 22, 24 gauge. They're pretty skinny. They're pretty small. And so having that while like pulling way over, I was using 7 amp hour batteries at the time. So, and that I was using a lot of alarms, I think well over 30 or something like that, all on high candela, high volume. So, so, um, so it was a lot of amperage. I don't know how many amps because I didn't measure, but it was probably well over 3 to 4, maybe close to 5 amps of power being used right there. And so, um, wiring is important. The gauge of the wire is basically the size. Basically, the smaller the number or the bigger the number, the smaller the gauge. The smaller the damn, I'm mixing up my words. The larger the number, so 22 gauge, for example, that's a smaller gauge. A 14 gauge is going to be a lot thicker. And so basically, the smaller number, the bigger the gauge. It's important which it's important what gauge you get, because I see people use thermostat wire and bell wire. I mean, that's sufficient for one device, maybe two. But once you, like I said, you keep stacking devices onto it, you get to pull more current, and you run the risk, just like I did in that New Year's sound off, of melting wires because you're pulling too many amps through that small gauge. And so, um, like I said, it really is important to uh, just use the proper gauge. Like I said, I probably wouldn't use anything less than 18 gauge. For fire alarm devices at least, because that's what my system runs. It runs 18 gauge. It runs both 18.2 and 18.4, both solid and stranded. So 18.4 being four conductors, so basically four wires into one, and then 18.2 being two conductor, which is two wires into one. Um, so um, and like I said, solid because I had FPL, leftover FPL, and that's usually what I use for the garage, or not the garage, the for the gym portion. That's what I use for the wire for, because it was easier to fish through the walls. Solid wires is a lot more easier. Because you can just put it in a place and it will stay there. With stranded, it's just a lot more flexible, and things like that. So it's just not as easy, but it has its other advantages too. Um, I feel like FPL breaks a lot more, especially when you're using, when you taking devices on and off, on and off. Um, that always annoys me with FPL is, you can wire stuff up, you put the device back on, then you test it, and then stuff ain't working because one of the conductors broke. So just like, damn. Anyways, so yeah, my throat's getting a little dry. So so um let's see. But next test will be Commander 3, so those are too sensitive. Um like I said, as long as you don't use over 30 volts, you should be good because 24 volts devices usually have a range between 18 to 30 or 33 volts or something like that. And so, um, as long as you don't go over 30, uh, even so, my homemade panel actually puts out 28 volts for the Nax. Um, and so, and that's it's more, is more than the usual 24, but it doesn't harm anything because, like I said, 24-volt DC devices are um have that type of range, and so um let's see, um and also like I said, make sure the with the wiring, like I said, the inductors, the basically the jacket of the wires could get in the way, and so it's not as you know like the wire's not actually on the terminal like it's supposed to. So make sure you strip enough wire back so you have enough bare wire actually on the terminals or on the pigtail so it actually has a good connection. Um how did you learn to wire fire alarm systems? It's not as hard as people make it seem. Um but it's mostly just common sense, and if you're good with electrical stuff. Even beforehand, before fire alarm stuff, I was messing with Arduino and stuff like that, and so I basically had a pretty basic knowledge of electrical stuff and things like that. And so but like, yeah, you can go around here. There's obviously a lot of tutorials on YouTube. There's definitely um stuff on Google search and things like that. Um but yeah, so it basically I think I just picked it up on my own, cuz I already knew what negative and negative is and positive is. So um I would try to use 18 gauge wires that aren't too thin to restrict current flow, but are too thick to the point where they're hard to screw to terminals. Yeah, like I said about 18 gauge is probably the minimum or the maximum like gauge I will go to. Um, Basically the smallest gauge I would go to. Anything smaller than 18 gauge, then you kind of you know having inefficient wire. Um, so most panels I put 28. There's room for voltage drop. Yeah, that's the thing. And the voltage drop is more present, especially if you're using a smaller gauge of wire. If you're using a smaller gauge of wire, then yeah, there is it's more prominent. Let's see. If you guys got any other questions about the channel or about me or the systems or anything in that nature. No, you're good. Luna is all good. Let's see. But so I mean, you can scroll back a little bit, go back a little bit, and just rewatch what I basically said about your previous comments. Would you ever get a 4070? Yes. Ooh, probably not. Because the thing is, those are. I'm assuming. I believe those are proprietary, if I'm not mistaken. And I just don't know any simplex techs or anything in my area, and um, so 4070s, they're cool and all, but I probably won't get one. I gotta put my laptop on the charger, and now I'm dark again. Hold on, let me turn on this light. Oh, now the backlight is kind of blinding. The software doesn't require a license, so you get the software for yourself. So they're more user friendly than the 4100s. Okay, that's cool. So how so how's I was programming and stuff like that with an ES series panel. Um, do you have to use? Can you? Oh, you got disconnected. No, you're good. Um, can you program it through the face of the panel, or do you have to actually use software? Um, because the thing with me, I've used fire alarm softwares before. I use SKSS and verifier tools. Wait, is it no, not PS tools. Yeah, PS tools for the firelights. I used it for the 5ED, which is actually crazy to think that you can use PS tools for a 5ED or a conventional panel. And I definitely used it for the UDLS when I had it. I had the EST Quick Start program, which I never even got to use because obviously my CPU failed on it, and so Chrome automatically closed the tab. Oh, no, it's fine. Um, so so, but yeah, I'm probably gonna go for a few more minutes here. Nothing too crazy. I'll probably go to maybe an hour and 30, and you know, I probably should have done a better you know maybe you should have definitely should have done what am I trying to say, definitely should have promoted this live stream better. I probably should have said something. I mean, but like I said, this was last minute. I thought of it about it last minute, and so here we are. Unfortunately, it's all software based, but it's pretty easy to use once you get the hang of it. It actually makes programming a lot easier for labels and stuff like. Okay, bet. Okay, so that's good to know. Just have to make sure you get the version that matches your panel. Otherwise, you can break it. Ooh. Okay, damn. All right. Shoot, never heard of uh, a a mismatch. Well, actually, that kind of makes sense because that's kind of like cars. You know what I'm saying? If you put a bad tune in it, then of course the car is going to run bad. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's not so surprising. Um, but yeah, you guys, if you guys have any more questions, like I said, you can technically upgrade the firmware, but the 4007s are notorious for having issues with trying to upgrade firmware. Oh, damn, that's tough. That's tough. So, um, but anyways, guys, if you have any more questions, and like I said, if you have things that you would like to see on the channel for 40, two, for 2024 next year, just drop it in the comments, uh, or in the lives chat, and I'll try to take note. Uh, Happy New Year's. I'll try to take note of all you guys' suggestions and all that type of stuff, and hopefully, like I said, I can make a comeback for 2024. Um, you know, maybe it's just simply as a promoting issue. Maybe I'm just not pushing my channel out enough. Um, but yeah, Happy New Year once again. Yeah, but like I said, bro, hopefully I just get more. Hopefully I'm just more satisfied with my channel, especially with the views. Because I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes it can get discouraging because of like I said, of watching other YouTube channel or far along channels and seeing their views, and then you come to my channel and I come back to my channel and it's just like, shoot, I wish I can get there, but obviously I can fix that, you know what I'm saying? But I just have to know what to do and what steps do I need to take in order to get to that level. Honestly, people are going to say improve your system, like doing full flush mount and, um, have wires fished to the wall, which some sections are, some wires are fished to the wall in some sections of my system. Um, but like I said, I'm extremely limited what what I can do in my mother's house. So, um, you know, but if I ever do get the green light to do those things, then I'll do it. If that's what it takes. Because like I said, I definitely want to get more views. I would definitely want to get more recognized. I just want to get my channel out there, and so I just I guess I just have to do better. But I just have you guys, especially from frequent viewers and subscribers and things like that. You know, um, I it's just like um, you know, and also that's another thing I want to talk about briefly um is give me a second. That's another thing I want to talk about is damn, I just had it and now I forgot. That's crazy. Um I hate when that happens. Do you ever think of something and then you forget a few seconds later? Like I hate when that happens. Happy New Year to you, Adam. Yeah. Facts. All the time. Yeah. I just hate when that happens. Um I'm still trying to think. I'm still trying to think I was trying to say. Give me a second. Um oh, this was what I was trying to say. My views, the most of my views are from people that aren't subscribed to the channel. So that's most of my views. And so I got, people from outside, um, maybe tuning in for the first time or whatever. Like I said, I got a lot more people or, viewing my channel that are not subscribed than are subscribed, and, you know, if you guys gotta click on the channel, like I said, I don't plead and beg you to, you know, subscribe and comment. And I was just hoping that the intro and the outro, which also I want to touch on, hope you guys are liking the new intro. And I actually now have an official outro now with the videos, the viewed videos and subscribe button and all that. I officially, so hope you guys are liking that. I've been getting pretty positive feedback about the intro. Um, I'll say is, and by the way, yes, I made it 100% myself. Um, it's probably the most catchiest intro that I've done. But anyways, like I said, I don't beg you to subscribe to the channel, and because like I said, I was just hoping the content will, and the intro and outro would be enough to make you, persuade yourself to subscribing to the channel. But like I said, guys, if you view the channel, I definitely appreciate if you do take the time. It doesn't take only takes a few seconds. It doesn't even take more than 10 seconds to subscribe. So we can just run those numbers up. You know, we have been getting, we're also almost close to 2,100 subscribers. So I've been getting subscribers, but like I said, it will mean a lot, and especially for the channel, it definitely help the channel if just take your couple seconds just to subscribe to the channel and things like that. And so, all right, I'm gonna go for about maybe 10 more minutes, and because it's already 4:55, I've been on for about an hour and 20. So, like I said, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the live chat. Um, Keep in mind, I think this gets posted to my YouTube channel afterwards. And so, if I didn't get to your comment, feel free to actually comment underneath the video once this gets posted. Um, but other than that, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions on what you like to see on the channel, or any improvements, I could make to, make you subscribe, or, make the viewers happy. Like I said, I know it's the requested system test series. But like I said, I'm not gonna lie, that series is chaotic. I'm not going cap. And done I probably put too much on myself by doing that, because like I said, it's just a lot of stress that I put on myself because of that series. Um, Especially when I had the UDLS, um, you know, and just college things and life things and sports things. It was just, it was a lot. And so I ended up, when I got the 4010, I ended up discarding um, those requests, that were still there for the UDLS, and just started fresh on a clean slate, because it was just, it was just too much. So um, now it's a lot more organized and things like that. Like I said, I still got a lot of mini system tests with the 4004, and I got a lot of, like, only a couple of tests with the 5UD. But yeah, guys, at this point, like I said, it's open floor. If you guys have any questions, if you have any suggestions, feel free. Like I said, but I'll just be here for probably 7 more minutes, and then just call it a day. Like I said, I hope you guys are having a safe and prof. Damn, I can't even say the damn word. Um, Hope you guys are having a safe New Year's and things like that, and spending time and having a good time, spending time with your family and getting together and things like that. Um, and by the way, guys, if you picked up on some things, I'm not the best at um, try using your favorite alarm. And what exactly? Like for the sound off, or for a requested system test, or for what exactly? But anyways, you guys probably noticed that my speech isn't that great. Obviously, it's just because it's right off the top of my head. This is not rehearsed at all. I'm just sitting here right in front of the camera, and so my I tend to use a lot more what are those phrases where you just keep repeating yourself, um or filler phrases, a lot of filler phrases and a lot of filler words, because like I said, it's just coming off the top, and so it may not be as professional as you may like. um and that's not just for the live stream, it's for pretty much all my videos. Like I said, nothing is rehearsed, so I'm not reading off a card or anything like that. It's coming off the dome. So um like I said, my speech may not be the greatest, but hopefully it's still clear enough to convey the message. To be honest, I probably do two sound offs for when I had the Commander 3s and Sirens. Okay, cool. Or a system test. Okay. Um, Speaking about system tests, obviously since they're not requested and I'm doing it on my own, there are some of my own themes that I want to do. Um, they're going to be a little bit slower to come out with, and because obviously, like I said, I got to get new devices here and there, and because I don't want to keep reusing, recycling the same stuff that I've been using. You know what I'm saying to you? So, um, but anyways, um, but yeah. So, speaking about new devices, I should be hopefully. I know I said this to a couple of you guys in the comments, but my guy should be sending out my package um, either tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll see. Um, and hopefully I'll get my devices and then show you guys what I got. This, my HRLF I tested this now. It and it sounded weird, like it's choppy. Can't really describe. Like I said, if it's choppy, it's like I said, it could be a power supply issue. It's a power issue. It seems like it's the most common thing with with enthusiasts, especially new enthusiasts. Like I said, I'm not really gonna go back into the details, but maybe like I said, your 9-volt batteries are just not in tip top shape. They're not fresh, and so they probably lost a little bit of voltage, and um, so I've been here since 2016, but I kind of forgot about my alarms for years. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I sue them a lot. Yeah, I sue them a lot, so that could be why. Oh, you mean probably use? You use them a lot. Yeah. Um. Yeah. See, like I said, with batteries, you're not gonna have any of those issues with power supplies. You know, it's they're consistent. You know what I'm saying? So um, and like I said, they provide a lot more amps than three 9-volt batteries would. So like I said, me and Simplex guy just recommend that you get a power supply, 24-volt. Just a plug-in AC to DC adapter would work, and yeah. So, but like I said, that could just be the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's just a power issue. Um, Make sure, like I said, you're using the proper gauge of wire. Like I said, nothing smaller than 18 gauge. Um, 16 gauge, I think, is what they use in the field. 14 to 16 gauge, I think, is what they use in the field. But with hobby systems, especially with only having a couple of devices, 18 gauge is plentiful, for your application. So, um, yeah. So, um, but yeah. So, but anyways, guys, I think I'm about to wrap it up. Um, oh yeah, if you got okay. So before I end this off, um, let me just show you what I have so far. And so obviously you guys can see right there. I got those are basically my wheel lock shelf, the system sensor, Edwards, Simplex, Faro signal, all that stuff. And then we have pull stations up there, and then like I said on the left side, or it might be inverted actually, but it's on my right. It's mostly simplex T bars, and then on the other side, I got my duplicates of, you know, BG10Ls, LNG1Rs, first generation, second generation RMS1Ts. Then we have Siemens down here, and then once again, Faro Signal, Faraday, and all that stuff. And then down here,
We got Gentex, and then miscellaneous and a lot of detectors. Basically, these two rows down here are my simplex stuff, and then down here I got all my bells. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, and then my Emsco motor horn strobes, and then that's a unique collection. I thank you, appreciate it. And then, like I said, that this is connected to my my homemade panel, as you guys can see. Um, that's part of the main system right there. That's the end of line of the 4010. So that's the end of line of NAC 1 and 2. And yes, guys, I still have the same setup, the same integrities. I don't know if you guys noticed this whole stream, but I still have the same setup. Once again, I'm still waiting on my devices that I was supposed to be getting, from Jack Williamson 54, aka Kira Williamson. I think he goes by on YouTube. Um, but yeah, so there's that. Obviously, you see the pre-integrity, or not pre-integrity, the integrity 757. I think that's an 88. No, 7AT. Or no, that's an 8AT. Yeah, it is. The other ones are 7ATs. This one's not enhanced. The other ones are. And then what's up, Farlight guy? What's up? And then, like I said, we got the Evax 100, and then right here we got the 4010. Always in the same place. Damn, I can't. What's up with this lock? Bruh, I'm idiotic, bro. I put the Edwards key in there. But, I mean, rightfully so, because they look the same as the Simplex B key. As you can see, it's like the same general shape. Oh, man, I'm dumb. Hey, man, hey, I'm human too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always perfect. But, there we go. You guys can probably hardly see it because it's dark over here. But, 4010 doing good, obviously. No troubles on it. And then, like I said, replaced the. Actually, no, I didn't replace it. Still got it 278 SBO. What's up, Logan? What's up, Logan? We got my MS5ED right here, looking crispy. Okay, and then and like I said, I got the 4005 batteries in there. So they're 7 amp hour, or actually 7.2 amp hour batteries. So yeah. So like I said, systems are normal. Definitely won't be getting a what's it called, a low battery trouble anytime soon. I got the same setup as the last bedroom system test. I have the 5ED's predecessor, or the MS4. Yes, sir. So but yeah, I got the L series in the P2WK. Oh, the MS5024. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. True that. And then you got the i3 right there. Yeah, only 2 NACs, but I mean 2 NACs is sufficient for most applications. So I'm gonna close my drapes here because it's already dark outside. It's already dark at 5:09 p.m. And if you guys are curious, I resided in Washington State, so I don't know if you guys know that or not, but turn off this. Oh yeah, we definitely are different time zones. You know what I'm saying too. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go downstairs.
Are you gonna do something tonight?
Perhaps.
With the alarms,
I know, perhaps. So let me just show you the garage. It's kind of cold in here. Still got the SHGs up from the last garage system test, and the FCI MS2, and then the FCI MS6 over there, and then we got the older SHG. Yeah, I think that's the older SHG. Yeah, that's the older SHG for sure. And then, as you can see right here, I got the 4005, and as you can see, it has a trouble on it now because I took the batteries out. And like I said, those batteries are in the 5ED. So, and then also, I replaced one of the heat detectors with the System Sensor 5602, but we have on the other side, we still have the same Simplex 2098 9401. I think I keep 4098 9401. I keep getting, so here's the thing, and this is why I don't mess with Simplex a lot. As in terms of their model number scheme. Their model number scheme is probably the dumbest out of all the fire alarms companies. It's probably the most confusing. Obviously this detector is old, right? It looks old. And so I thought it was part of like the 2098 series, because it's like I thought it was like a heat detector version of like the 2098 9201, right? Smoke detector. Comes to find out it's a 94, or I'm sorry, it's a 4098, which I assumed that was the True Alarm series. So like the conventional True Alarms. Well, that's both the both conventional and addressable actually. So, but it's like it's confusing out here. It kind of gets confusing. But yeah, that's what I have in the garage. And like I said, as soon as that this system is gonna probably be on the 4010. We'll see. You know what I'm saying to you? So yeah, the 49 series had the 9600 and the conventional 9700. Yeah, that's true. So the conventional True Alarms that I have are the 4098s, 9601s. So but yeah, I even kind of, I think I was replying to a comment, and we were talking about the 4903s, and I accidentally got the 9219 mixed up with the 9217. The 9217 is 110 candela, which I thought the 9219 was, and the 9219 is 15 candela. Like what? Like, man, I swear, man. Like I said, even being in the fire alarm hobby for I think over 7 years now, 8 years. As well on YouTube at least. Or collecting. I've been collecting since 7th grade. So that's like that was what 2014, 2015 time. Right? Yeah. Because freshman year was 2015 to 2016. Or wait. No. Freshman year of high school was 2016 to 2017. Yeah, okay, yep. All those videos I saw from you was 10 years ago. That must not be on my YouTube channel because my YouTube channel goes all the way only to 7 years ago. So that must have been on my Instagram. Which back then I was like the cool fire alarm teen 14. So now I'm just Devin _ fire alarm collector. So but yeah. Shoot. I'm staying on here longer than I said I was going to. I've gone to like 3 different channels, but I've been on YouTube for 7 years. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's about the same amount as me. I always had this channel. You know what I'm saying? And back then, I really didn't know what I was doing back then. Like I was doing everything. Like I wanted to do fire alarms, but I also wanted to be a vlogger and commentary and y- like it was like I'm like, you know, now, that just doesn't fly because especially being categorized as a fire alarm channel, it's like having those different subjects in there. Like I was doing like acceleration tests on my bikes. Like, bro, it's like like who does that? Like who does that, right? Um the 9215, 1719s are very ass backwards when it comes to models and their Candela settings. The right versions are fairly straightforward though. 20 yeah, 9221, 2223, along with their electronic successor, 9236, 9237. Yeah, exactly. Um, and I think that's because of I think they have the vertical models in between. So I think they have the 92, 16, 18, and 20. And basically, so that's probably why they did it like that. But for some reason, like you mentioned, everything else is straightforward. So it's kind of weird how they did that. If you don't know, I also me myself have I have a two of 493s, 9215s, and I also have a 493 9236 as well. So the oldest video I saw was about the system sensor chime, the classic one. Yeah, so I think that was definitely, I think, over 3, 4 years ago, maybe even 5. Um, yeah, that one's pretty old. I made a new channel, current one, because I post about everything on my old one. Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, like I said, I did. Hey, but I just kept this channel. I never actually made different channels. That's the weird thing. The 16, 18, 20 are also backwards. Like that is very odd. Very, like I said, that's simplex. What do you expect? And also, I mean, I can't forget about the time when you had to correct me about the colors of the True Alert speaker strobes that I had on my college because I accidentally put the white wall mounts instead of the red wall mounts model number. And that I was only 2 digits off, but that threw off. It's a completely different alarm, basically, or not completely different, but it's a different color. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, what if Gentex added a code 3 whoop? That would be weird. That would be. But I think that would be neat as well. But because like everything is just stagnant, you know what I'm saying? It's just boring, just a horn tone or a Hertz tone or something like that, But I think the code 3 whoop would definitely, because they already have whoop, but the unfortunate thing is they can't synchronize on whoop tone. They only synchronize on the code 3 tones, which are electromechanical, 3000 or no 2400 hertz and oh wait, no, that's it. Oh, code 3 chime. Um oh yeah, and that's too, Logan. You can just have the panel coded to code 3 as well. Yeah, that's true. Also, what is the model number of the 2903 strobe plate and the non-surface mount only? So the non-surface mount, the strobe plate is a 2903 9101. It's the flush mount, so that's the one with the grill, I believe. The 9102, which I actually have, that's the surface mount. So that's the when the horn goes on top of the plate. What adjustable panel would be good to start with? I want to completely upgrade the board. I had to sell by 5UD, but started back up again with MS2, and now I want to experience an adjustable. 4010 is great. 4010 is great. Also, and MS 9200 UDLS is great too. I had that too. Um, so obviously the 4010 is filtered. The UDLS is not. Not the 9200. if you get the 9600, however, that is filtered if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I definitely recommend those two panels because I had personal experience with those panels. Um, definitely, like I said, easy to navigate through the menus and program and everything like that. So, uh, um, yeah, the 9050 UD, I think, or FWR, I think it's the same power supply. It's just as a MS5UD, basically, which is a 3 amp. MS5UD3, I should say, is a 3 amp, which is FWR. There is a rare version of the MS5UD to believe if you know you guys can't believe it. It's actually the MS5UD7, which is a 7 amp, which is basically the same, uses the same power supply, filtered power supply as the MS10UD7. But it's very rare to come across. I will say simplex panels are a lot more forgiving when it comes to shorts and faults. They have fail safes in the event you had the accident. Firelight are not as forgiving. That's true because I believe I accidentally, um, I think one time when after I got done wiring, I think there was like a short, um, on one of the NACs, and it just gave me trouble. Said there was a short, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing blew up or anything like that. So also our Commander 3 is sensitive, and what voltage did they operate good on? They're 24-volt DC devices. I believe you could also power them off of 12 volts, but you cannot use high Cadella settings with those. You can only use like 15 Cadella if you use a 12 volt. But 24-volt definitely. But like I said, you should not exceed over 30 volts. I would say. Um, Luna. I think the 5D7 is for a KD8. Yeah, that could be true. That could be true. I might just learn with Simplex this time. I love to have True Alerts. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a Simplex panel to run True Alerts. You can obviously just get a 9938 sync module to run your True Alerts. Um, yeah, 4010 or 4008 would be the way to go. I think I was helping someone on the Instagram chat with a 4000. Oh, actually, no, it was a 4006, not a 4008. Um, I use a 9 volt on my remote strobe. Yes, it does work. It flashes a lot slower than normal. Of course, but it does indeed work. That's just 9 volts. Like I said, anything under 12 is just not gonna be sufficient enough. Especially for 24-volt DC devices. If it was just a 12-volt model, then yeah, it would probably be fine running on 9 volts DC. But like I said, mostly the Gentex Commander series is mostly just 24 volts. So it's best if you just use a voltage that's close to that. So, um, yeah. By the way, I'm downstairs. If you can't see, it can't tell. That's where the garage is. That's a closet, by the way. But yeah, this is where the garage is. But so I'm kind of thinking about expanding down here. It's like I said, it's not going to be nothing too crazy. It's not going to be like I said. I got to still go through this with my mother, so I haven't talked to her about it. So she could possibly just shut the whole thing down. But like I said, maybe just a pole station and an alarm, and then the smoke up here. Maybe not this close because the kitchen is right here, and I don't want to have continuous false alarms. So I might, the home smoke alarm is all the way down there. So maybe I'll have a smoke detector down there, close to that smoke alarm, and then I'm thinking about maybe putting something on that side as well. Maybe an alarm and then the smoke, but that'll probably be it. Like, you know, so um, but yeah, I'm gonna go dark here for a second and turn off the light. All right, we're back in the room. So, but yeah, damn, it's getting close to 2 hours. Didn't know I was gonna be on for this long, but so like I said, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask. You know, I'm a nice Jimmy. That's cool. You got your alarm set up. So my bad. I was yeah. Now you just gotta wait. Yeah, it's always that waiting game. So you guys have any more questions? He said, but I'm not looking for it because it's gonna sound red. For sure, for sure. So, but yeah, like I said, guys, I had to wait 10 days for my Farlight BG12s. That was bad. Yeah. Always hate having to wait for devices. So, but it is what it is. But hopefully soon I'll get my devices. Hopefully within this week. So I do prefer fire alarms red instead of white because fire alarms look better in red and better, and it's a better theme color. All right, so here's the thing with me. So red is definitely more traditional, but I also think red is more bold. So they're more, especially if you have them on a white wall, they're definitely a lot more conspicuous. Um, if you were to, I just think white alarms are just a lot more elegant, just a lot more because they blend in a lot more better. I believe, and obviously they're just not as bold. They're not, not as conspicuous. They're not out, trying to, so I like consistent systems too, and not mismatched. Yeah, I understand that. I definitely do understand that. Fire lettering in white is easier to read from a distance. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. I get that. But to me, you know, I mean, keep in mind most of my collection is still red alarms, and so, but just me personally, I prefer white. Um, it's just they just look a lot more elegant to me. There's just a lot. They're not as bold with the color, and because some people can't read the fire English lettering if they're in white. So will a red fire alarm just give it a better color thing? Yeah, I understand. As a collector, it's nice to have both. Definitely, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'll still collect red alarms. You know what I'm saying. So it's not like red alarms are a deal breaker for me. They're not. You know what I'm saying. I'll still collect any alarm that I find. You know. I have a few white devices, so do I. That's cool. And my battery's getting low again. Like red for fire, blue for police, and white would be like general emergency or medical. One speaker strobe, and an AS with a death strobe. Oh, it has a death strobe. That's kind of tough. Um, you're not alone though with a death strobe because one of my 4903s, 9426s, which is the 4 wire smart sync or free run true alert, have have it has a death strobe on it. Oh, I forgot
to mention my two MIZs. That's yeah. I have four MIZs with the LSM strobes. So yeah, I seen a blue Gentex commander and blue and lows. I wonder what they're used for. That is by secure door. I believe those are used for door alarms. Usually they're like next to emergency exits. So I think um yeah. Um Yeah, same. Mine has them by the exit too. Yeah, I do have two system sensor SW alert strobes, and I have the one hooked up to my weather alert radio. I don't know why I said alert between that weather radio that will flash if there's a severe weather alert issued. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's definitely cool. Um, I have a friend, aka he goes, he goes by Mopire Fam 300C. Um, you know, so and he loves mass notification, and basically alarms that have like colored strobe lenses and or that are in different colors and things like that. So yeah, I mean, they're mass notification devices are definitely interesting for sure. I even learned how to hook up a fire alarm to a weather radio. That's cool. I've been trying to figure out how to hook up a weather strobe to my NOAA weather radio. Like I said, guys, I probably wouldn't have any knowledge about the weather radios because I never had one. I don't have any, and I don't plan to get any, to be honest with you, because like I said, I'm just not that interested with weather radios. Um, so I just don't have that knowledge. I don't have any knowledge in that field. So probably Jimmy can probably help you out with that. Um, yeah. So, but it's almost 2 hours, guys. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Um, you know, so I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Probably when as soon as it gets to 2 hours. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any more questions, if I didn't cover anything that you would like to know about, please feel free to drop it in the comment section below. Because like I said, I believe this video is going to be posted right after I end this live. So I started collecting weather radios 10 years before I collected fire alarms. Oh wow, that's wild. So um so how do you change the coding to lights only and not horns? I prefer lights in March time. Um. Oh, hold on, let me plug him up. I gotta plug in my PC. So obviously, you're gonna have to have it as a 4 wire setup, and so basically, one NAC does the light plates, and one NAC does the horns. And so it depends what panel you're talking about. Um, you know, but it might be as easy as just changing it in the program menu. Um, But yeah, it depends on. I'm curious. Can you use an enunciator as a panel? No, you cannot. An enunciator feeds off a fire alarm control panel, aka a FACP. So without an enunciator, like I said, enunciator is literally just an extension of the fire alarm control panel, and its purpose is to be in an area that is, because obviously fire alarm control panels are usually locked up in an electrical room, right? That is further away. Some you might see some fire alarm control panels right at an entrance, but that's pretty rare. But that's where you're gonna see enunciators at an entrance, So obviously the point of the enunciator is to provide the basic functions of the fire alarm control panel. So basically, it gives you, an indication of where the alarm's at, or if it has a trouble, or anything abnormal with the system. Um, supervisories and anything like that. On the LCD screen, it gives you a readout. Just like on the LCD screen on the panel, it's basically going to mirror the same thing onto the enunciator. And then, like I said, you got your basic acknowledge buttons, like acknowledge, alarm silence, and then system reset buttons. And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, they're not meant to, program or get it into a programming menu, onto a fire alarm control panel. All that programming stuff you have to do on the panel itself. But what an enunciator, like I said, an enunciator doesn't have NACs. An enunciator doesn't have a AC power hookup. It literally just feeds off the aux power and then the data lines off the panel, the fire alarm control panel, and that's about it. So yeah, so to basically the short answer to your question is no, you cannot use an enunciator as the main panel. So because it cannot operate without a main panel. So as well, I hope you have a happy new year. Same with for all the Farlow Siren and Brother communities. See you soon. Yeah, to you too, Will, man. Happy New Year's to you, man. Like I said, if I end up posting in a sound off, then you'll probably see me at a little bit after midnight at 12 Central Time. I think Pacific Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. So, but anyways, guys, it's been over 2 hours, so I think I will conclude the this New Year's live or New Year's Eve live stream. So hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and like I said, hope you guys had a good time interacting with me. And like I said, I'll try. That's another thing I'll try to improve on for 2024 is do these more often, and also give you guys a warning in advance. You know what I'm saying? Not just kind of what I just did today and just set the computer up and just said, forget it, let's do a live stream because I haven't done it one in a while. But yeah, so but yeah, guys, so hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Like I said, if I didn't answer any of your questions, or if I didn't get to your live chat, make sure, like I said, drop your comments in the comment section below, because like I said, I believe this video will be posted right after I conclude this live stream. Like I said, if you have anything, my bad. If you have anything, sorry. If you have anything, any advice for your boy that if you have any advice for your boy for how I can improve the channel, make it a little bit better, how I can kind of evolutionize it a little bit, and just make it better overall, make it a better experience. Make the viewers want to watch my videos and watch every minute of it, and things like that. So, like I say, you guys, if you have any comments regarding that, just drop it down below, and let me read these last couple of comments. And yeah, happy New Year's to you too, Luna. I'm glad that the sound off would definitely make you happy. It's a pleasure for sure. I'm looking forward to get that MSYUD panels get to start. Definitely is a good panel to start with. Like I said, we'll even confirm that. What's a good smoke detector for the first one? I'll say the i3, the system sensor i3 2WB, or a 2WTB, which is the heat and smoke combo. A 2WB is just a regular 2-wire photoelectric smoke. I think the channel is amazing as it is, but if I think of anything, I'll let you know. I definitely will appreciate your feedback, for sure. But anyways, guys, it's almost getting about 2 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your New Year's Eve. And so, without further ado, it's been your boy Black Lottie 4547. Take care. Have a good one. I'm out. And thank you for your support, Luna. I appreciate it. My system is 2 system SRs, 1 CHR, 1 P2R, and the 4 i3s and 4 BG12s. Nice. Have a very good New Year's. You too, Luna. I hope you have a happy New Year's, Devin. Yeah, thank you. Picture it. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. My fault. I correct. It's dumb. No, you're good. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off here, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Take care.